Oh, to be young, in love, and living in a town with this much drama. Welcome to MsMojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Veronica and Archie moments in Riverdale. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most loving and sensational moments between Veronica Lodge and Archie Andrews on Riverdale. We're basing our choices on a mix of the affectionate moves and honest chats that maintained and helped develop their strong relationship. Number 10. First kiss.
We're going old school tonight. 7 minutes in heaven. Who wants to tryst in the closet of love first?
Cheryl Blossom tries to spice things up at her house party and asks Archie to play 7 minutes in heaven. Though Veronica is initially hesitant to join Archie, she takes the challenge to keep Cheryl away from Andrews.
I'm not doing this.
That's up to you. But if you don't, house rules decree the hostess gets to take your turn.
The two ask each other questions while checking a timer, until their love life comes up. Ronnie clears up what's going on between Archie and Betty, and Andrews finds out that Veronica is single.
Did you have a boyfriend in New York?
No. My turn. Could it ever possibly become something more?
Are you asking for Betty or for yourself?
For Betty.
The flirtatious questions light a fire between the two, and they start making out with each other.
We shouldn't do this.
We definitely shouldn't do this.
The kiss not only feels natural, but is also a great launchpad for this complex relationship. Number 9. Supporting each other emotionally. Ahead of a Riverdale talent show, Veronica takes her parental frustrations out on Archie. Once the music starts, however, Ronnie apologizes for freaking out, and Andrews, in kind, says sorry for meddling with the pussycats. When Lodge sees how nervous Archie is, she asks if he wants backup for his performance.
The prospect of total humiliation in front of this entire town is terrifying.
Want some company out there?
More than anything.
Archie appreciates it, but insists his performance is something he has to do on his own, and so she recommends that he focus on someone who makes him feel safe. Of course, he winds up looking towards her. While they're not dating at the time, the encouragement offered by Ronnie after their fight is heartwarming. These two clearly mean a lot to each other.
I'll try to let it go.
Number 8. Honesty about kisses. While facing off against the Black Hood, Archie and Betty share a kiss, largely influenced by the intense circumstances. After Varchie finally become a couple again, Andrews makes a point telling Veronica about the smooch.
Cheryl saw me and Betty kiss.
What? When? Why and how?
It was after you dumped me and Jughead just dumped Betty.
Thankfully, Lodge decides that his honesty is much more important than any high-stress makeout.
You're being honest with me. And that's more important than a single "my life is in danger" kiss.
The acceptance and discussion cause both of them to say "I love you" and helps them move past Archie's guilty silence. The maturity shown by both Ronnie and Andrews highlights how much they've grown and how committed they've become to each other. Jughead's angry reaction to Betty's deception several episodes later only furthers Veronica's thankfulness towards Archie.
How was Cheryl? She said you and Archie kissed in front of her house.
Number 7. Mutual I love yous. After Veronica fails to return Archie's I love you, the two face a brief breakup.
No, just I love you, Ronnie.
Attempts to be friends leave Andrews more hurt, so Ronnie shows up at Archie's front door with mistletoe.
Mistletoe alert. Hung by moi. Now we have no choice but to kiss.
Once she kisses him, Lodge showers her Archiekins with praise for his good spirit and heart. As she insists that she needs real goodness in her life, Veronica finally says I love you back.
You're so good. It's like you're filled with it. And I know that I need goodness in my life.
Though the snowy peck following their chat is dreamy, it's Ronnie's overwhelming appreciation of Archie that melts our hearts here.
I love you too, Archie Andrews.
By finally getting over her dating reservations, Lodge gives all of Andrew's love back to him in spades. Number 6. Breaking Archie out of Juvie.
We want to see blood. The fighter's blood, yours. I don't really care, as long as it's red.
All legal routes to free Archie from Juvie fail, so Veronica sets up a plan to break him out instead. Ronnie gets the whole gang involved, and sneaks into one of the warden's illegal fights with a blonde wig.
Okay. Get in position. Wait for my signal.
Just as Lodge is caught, she throws her cover smoke to let Andrew sneak into the sewers. Though it's not as immediately passionate as Varchie's locker room love session, Veronica puts her heart and soul into planning this daring escapade. Her efforts are a sign of true dedication to her beau, especially when you consider her father's involvement in the whole situation.
Archie.
Lodge takes her love to new heights and lengths in this moment, risking her own incarceration just to free Archie.
From this moment on, no one knows where this bunker is. No one was involved with that breakout, and no one is aware of Archie's whereabouts.
Number 5. Archie letting all the tears out on V.
Everything that is important to my dad is in that wallet. He doesn't go anywhere without it.
For all we know, it's at Pop's.
Why did you even open the bag?
With Archie's dad in the hospital, Veronica and Archie head home to wash up and recover a little. When Lodge can't find Fred's wallet, however, Andrew starts flipping out as if it's her fault.
Gee, just forget it. Just go. I'll take care of this. I'll see you back at the hospital, or I'll call you.
He asks Ronnie to leave, rather rudely, and she gets halfway to the door before deciding to stay. Veronica calls it like it is, forcing him to acknowledge his fear and pain, simultaneously offering him a shoulder to cry on.
Archie, you shouldn't be alone right now. You're angry and hurting and probably terrified. I know I am.
He was lashing out, but this gets through to him, and he finally breaks down and sobs.
So go ahead. Yell at me and try to push me away, but I'm not going anywhere.
Veronica really steps up for Archie in this scene, as we see just how vulnerable the two can be with each other. Number 4. Their first time.
So come on in. Keep it quiet, okay?
With things in Riverdale seemingly calming down for once, Varchie retired to the Pembroke for the night. Veronica seductively lures Arch into her bedroom and says to keep quiet while her mother sleeps. The kissing gets hot and heavy fast, and soon clothes are flying around the room. Archie lifts Ronnie onto the bed as things start to get really intense. Then Lodge somehow manages to up the passion of the moment further still when she says this magical little line.
We've had this day with each other from the very beginning, Archie.
While this was a satisfying way to take Veronica and Archiekin's relationship forward, Lodge's words help inject a little extra romance into an otherwise carnal experience. Number 3. Archie says goodbye.
I'm so glad you called, Archie. We did it! Attorney McCoy worked it out with the judge. You're a free man.
Just as Archie's legal case finally takes a positive turn, he decides to skip town and call Veronica. While both of them initially celebrate Andrew's innocence, Archie admits that he's leaving Riverdale for the time being.
Ronnie, I can't come home.
Archie just wants to protect himself and his loved ones from the wrath of Ronnie's father, and he can't do that while he's near her.
But your dad is still out there. And I can't escape him. As long as we're together, he'll be hunting me down, and everyone close to me is his target. That includes you.
After Andrews pledges his love to Veronica, she breaks down and calls them an endgame couple.
I saw our whole future.
Because we're endgame, Archie.
The scene is so heartbreaking that Lodge drops her phone sobbing before she could say goodbye. Thanks to the involved performances from KJ Apa and Camila Mendez, this breakup really pulls on the heartstrings and reminds us that yes, these two do feel endgame.
I can't.
Number 2. I Want to Be That For You. When Archie stares wistfully at Betty and Jughead, Veronica assumes he still has feelings for Cooper.
The moment you're talking about, I was seeing Betty and Jughead, and I was seeing how good they were.
Andrews reveals, however, that he was actually pining for how well Bughead worked together.
I want to be that for you.
He goes on to say that he wants to be that kind of soulmate partner for Veronica more than anything. Despite all the confusion stemming from Archie's initial looks, his romantic intentions are genuinely touching.
I love that, Archie.
This chat also removes a lot of doubt Veronica has about dating Arch, and turns a potential deal breaker into one of Varchie's most smile-inducing moments. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Okay, good as new. But try to take better care of it. That hand is going to be worth millions one day. Thought you might want some company?
Feels like we're dreaming
the best girlfriend ever. And I do not deserve you.
Why do you say that?
I can keep looking forever, Ronnie, and never find anything.
Then what about when he comes home?
I'm not sure. But I'll be right there next to you, doing what I can to help, if you'll let me.
Archie, I am not letting my dad take away the one thing that I love. It's not happening.
Number 1. A tragedy of epic proportions.
Every day I wonder, what if I'd left Riverdale with my mom? Would things be... Would I be better off?
With Archie lamenting all his drunk action at the party, Veronica tries to comfort him. They talk about what life would be like if Arch left Riverdale with his mom, but Ronnie has no straight answer for him. Lodge does, however, remind him that they never would have met, and deems that as a tragedy of epic proportions. Overwhelmed by her and the support she gives, Archie responds with a kiss. After their earlier emotional exchange in this episode, this finally felt like the right time for some well-deserved romance. There's also a wholesome quality to their separate beds, as Lodge tries to sneak out the following morning. All in all, this episode encompasses everything we love about these two. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.